And see, notice the position you take when you pray, right? Look at this manly position he's in, right? No, it's not a manly position, right? You take a submissive position to bow to Habul. You take a feminine position. Bend your ass over. Get on your knees and bend. Oh, you see these girls do the arch challenge, where they get on their back and how much arch you got, right? The curved back is more masculine arch, right? The girls sink it in. The girls sink that back in. But as a man, when you kneel to ball, right? You put your knees on the floor and you put your forehead on the floor. Put your knees on the floor, put your elbows on the floor. Sound like some New Orleans bounce shit, right? Put your knees on the floor. You know what I mean? So, you take a feminine stance. You bend over, right? He ain't even doing the floor position. This is a book. You see the position is interchangeable, male or female. Just take it in for a minute. You want to go on that magic carpet. You want to ride that magic carpet. See, in Christianity, you can put your hands together and bow your head. You know what I mean? Think about in Asia. That Buddha, that's all Eastern religion. Buddha, Hindu. When you go to the Chinese restaurant, you sit on the floor. The Hindu like to do the yoga pose, and we showed you that was feminine position. In Islam, you bend that ass, toot that. All right, let's go. Kabba-Alla, right? House of Allah. Right? Sound simple enough. Kabba-Alla. Right? Jewish Kabbalah is the set of esoteric teachings meant to explain the membership between unchanging and eternal world. The mysterious, whatever. All right, let's go. We're gonna make this shit make sense. The Kaaba, right? This is the house. So you think Kabbalah is Jewish mysticism, but Kaaba, the first 5-6 letters of the word is this, right? The first 5 letters of the word is the Kaaba, which is the Muslim house of Allah, pretty much. Habul, the statue of Habul, the peace stone, the black stone, the comet, right? The falling star, the shooting star, the comet, the meteorite, the stone, the moon is a rock, third rock from the sun, moon, the earth, right? Okay, almighty peace stone. Not this guy. Who the fuck is this guy? We need this peace stone. Hold on, wait a minute. Let's get him in. Right? This is Jeff Fort. Notice the symbol on his jacket. Right? They are Moors. Notice the fez on his head. Notice the guy with his head wrap. These are Moors and Muslims. Muslims practice Moors. Look at the fez. Right? It's your peace stone. But they got peace stone bloods that's based off these peace stones. And you see that these peace stones practice Islam. Look at Lord Jeff Fort doing the Masonic stance. Okay, know what you're looking at. When you stand with your arms crossed like that, that's a Masonic pose. Right? El Rukin. Okay, El Rukin was caught up or dealing with Gaddafi, the El Rukin. Look at Peace Stone Bloods. I ain't even have to type it in. T. Rogers, right? The man who founded California's Peace Stone, right? That's your Black Stone. What's the P in the stone? What's the P stand for? I even know. You think it's a coincidence that the peace stones wear red and the fez is red? It's called blood. The fez is red because they dipped it in the blood of their enemies. The color red, blood. I'm gonna get out of here, Google. Alright, so know where there's peace stone connection tying to Islam, the Bloods, the street gang. And let's go back to Kabba-Alla and the black stone. Okay, do you see the connections? The black stone, a rock set into the eastern corner of the Kaaba, ancient building recovered by the Muslims that dates back to the time of Adam and Eve. Okay, so they feel like this rock is dated all the way back to Adam and Eve. Okay, this is what they saying. Prophet Muhammad described it as a meteorite, whereas the black stone, Islamic theologians, whatever. Like once you see Theo, it's like, okay, I got a theory myself. If we talking theology, the Kaaba stone, the black stone, right? So technically, peace stone is Kabbalah, as if the black stone is the Kaaba stone, and we know Kaaba is Kabba-Alla, Kabbalah, right? Mind you, this is Jewish mysticism. This is what Solomon was controlling the demons with, right? That sigil of, the flag of Israel, that flag is the same symbol Solomon had on his ring to control the demons, right? Not my words, I'm just reporting what's out there. Right, I'm just a low-level independent journalist. Free speech, free speech, fair use. Alright, Allah. Right, what's the face of Allah? Who is Allah? You ever seen the face of Allah? No. You saw the pink hijab. That was heavy. Okay, they you see what they trying to put the face of Allah on. But that's the written. Notice the curvature of the name Allah. It look like bosom. Look at the curvature. Right? Things that are curved in nature tend to be feminine. Ya. Right? That's also feminine. Ya Yoni. Ya Aliyah. Right? Ya. It is no J. This is coming from Arabic. The only and one God in Islam. That's the only one is Allah. So it ain't like they got the pantheon and the polytheism, all that. They got one person. And right, you see how the women curry themselves and the men curry themselves in that particular ideology. All right, now let's get into this Kabbalah, okay? Esoteric teachings, God's creation, okay, Hebrew, mystical religious interpretations within Judaism. Alchemy, family, say it clear, alchemy, right? Homunculus, right? The sorcerer's stone, the peace stone, the black stone, the sorcerer's stone, the philosopher's stone, Jewish mysticism, received tradition. That means they got it from somebody or some entity. They didn't create this Kabbalah. They could have taken it and corrupted it, but as you see by definition, they didn't create it. Now, this is your tree of life. This is your Kundalini chart, right? They call this the tree of life. So this is where all three religions connect: Hinduism, Jewish, and Muslim, right? The Kaaba is the house of God. The Kabbalah, Allah, the name Allah, Muslim. Then you got Jewish mysticism, that is Kabbalah, what we looking at, which is your chakras, right? You're getting into your chakras. But this also ties into the Hindus because they got the tree of life and the Kundalini, right? They gonna connect you with this too, because all that yoga, all that shit, the tantras and Kama Sutra, that shit is Indian, right? The holy Kabbalah, right? They saying it's holy, right? These are Google's images. This is YouTube is owned by Google. So these are your own images. And it ain't like people can manually post this shit on Google. Y'all deciding what can be shown as public. This is public information. You know, fair use, educational purpose only. Now some say Kabbalah is black magic witchcraft. You tell me, I'm not telling you, you tell me. Some say it's, you know, you see the title, what kind of magic it is. Some say this is what's going on in Hollywood. Now you getting into when people got that red, notice people wrist. If they got that little red, like string tied around their wrist, you think it's Hinduism, it's really Kabbalah, right? They practice Kabbalah. And you know, that's a whole separate video within itself because that's such a deep topic. But, you know, Kabbalah is occult. It is Freemasonic. It is witchcraft, right? It is alchemy, right? Now, I'm not trying to put the spookism on you. I'm just saying these are words that are associated with it, right? These aren't my interpretation, and I'm not putting these, you know, adjectives on there and all that. I'm just saying... right? Peace be with you. Kabbalah amulets. You see the symbol, right? Okay. This is your abracadabra. This is your Abrahamic magic. Abraham, abracadabra. Right? They got exorcists and all kind of, you know. Down the rabbit hole, folks. Bam. Right? You see that Hindu hand, you see the Jewish imprint, and you see the name Allah in the title. Right? This is that Eastern magic. You know, that's what they call it, Eastern stars, the female branch of Freemasonry, Eastern star. Don't that Hebrew look like a star? Don't that emblem like a star? That's why it's called the Eastern Star. They over there in the East. You know what I mean? All this shit is Kabbalah. That's the word to sum it all up, because you got the Allah. It's all Islam now. The Kaaba is the metal, is the house. Allah is the God. It's called Kabbalah. So the Jewish mysticism definition is received tradition. That's received from Allah, right? Look at, they got the Q. They got Kabbalah. Wow, did you see that? You got words like the feminine occult associated with it. Esoteric history, hermetic, magic, mysticism, witchcraft, Kabbalah. This is what I'm saying. These not my words. Don't make it seem like I'm stringing up some shit. You see what Google, what Amazon books is out there. Authors are kicking this shit. I'm telling you what it was out there. I'm just pulling the curtain back. This is Rosicrucian shit, right? How deep you want to go with it? The Rosicrucians and the Knights Templar are a branch of Islamic Freemasonry. Get your mind right. They practicing Kabbalah, right? Look at the shit. They got all the imagery you want. You want the one eye? You want the Freemason two columns? Right? They giving you heavy one eye, but notice the female occult is coming up. This is female occult. Look at that tree. They go your Timberland boot sign. I told you earlier about that symbol. That's the mark of Cain, what God put on his forehead. So look at the sacred geometry and the shit coming at it. Look at the alchemist right there. You got the alchemist, right? Look at that one right there. The blazing star, and they got the square and compass and the, come on, man. Talk spicy. Come on, man. This is why I say I could have just sat here and told this shit, right? But you'd have thought I was rambling on Kabbalah and Freemasonry. Let's make it make sense. I like to break it down to a simple Google search and make it make sense. The 32 Paths of Solomon, a new examination of Kabbalah with the Q, like Quran, right? The Q. This goes to show you the etymology, how the Q and the K can be swapped out. Y'all gotta get on this etymology shit. Right, the grand secret of the Kabbalah, you're getting into the homunculus with this shit. I told you, gematria, right? Foundations of Freemasonry, studies in Kabbalah. Come on, look at the symbols and the paintings. Look at this shit, the flame. Look at the middle to last one. Look at the Vesica Pisces. Right, that's the sex right there, the Vesica Pisces, the two circles forming the non-circle. That's part of the, okay? You know, the fish represents the yoni, right? Okay, here's a good one right here. Those people and Freemasonry in the U.S. It's all right there for you. It's all like, I'm not even really connecting the dots. It's all right there. Look, the caduceus, you know, the troglodyte, the homunculus, the alchemist, Knights Templar, God's Order, Tempest Order, whatever they call. You know, the unveil. Look at the heart symbol upside down. You think that heart symbol, right? Okay, let's get into that moon. I kept telling y'all that crescent moon is witchcraft for real. And it come from the triple goddess. The moon, this is your, you know, Allah had 3 daughters. You know, you had the 3 witches in the Roman folklore. The one of them, they had that one eye they was passing around. Remember on Percy Jackson? Those 3 sisters that had the one eye. Remember on God of War, they had the, you know what I mean, the 3 sisters at the one of them was, you know, at the end, you had to fight them 3 sisters. They was like homunculus. They had wings and, you know, bird feet and shit. Okay, slow walk you through it. You can read that at your own leisure. Feminism, my words, not theirs. I mean, their words, not mine. Correct it. That is not, I didn't type that. That is not my word. But you see where this triple goddess, you dig, feminism stem from. Witchcraft. Hecate. The triple goddess moon worship. Right? You got to really trace it back. This is where the worship of women come from, the triple goddess. The 3 sisters. Right? Stages in the female cycle and phases of the moon, because the moon is feminine. I didn't type that. Right? Her masculine consort is the horn god. Right? You just flip the crescent moon on this side and you got the bull. Hubal, Weeble, Bible. You got the bull, the boy god. Okay, Hecate was 3-formed or triple-bodied through the earliest known images of the goddess singular. So she was 3 in 1, the Holy Trinity. Right? 3 goddesses in 1. Essence of the moon goddess. So there goes the boy side of it, right? The horn god represented as the consort of the female triple goddess, right? He was just a part of the triple mother goddess, just a circle with the horns on his head. But the circle is a feminine shape, right? The hole, the whore, the yoni, right? The vesica, the Vag, the Virginia. Okay, Luna. Luna is sometimes represented as an aspect of the Roman triple goddess. Okay, so when somebody say La Luna, you talking about the 3-in-1, right? Both Hecate and Hermes were god of the dead. Okay, keep in mind, you're talking about that Hermes bag and Hermes and Hermetic. These are quote unquote underworld gods and goddesses of the Romans, capable of both good and evil. Look at the symbol of the moon's going both directions, right? I'm going both directions, I'm going both ways, right? Baphomet was the first transformer. Look, the Morgan, the Phantom Queen, the Morgan, Celtic deity, goddess of death and war, the Morgan, like the morgue. No wonder it's called the morgue, from the Celtic queen Morgan, who worship the triple goddess and horn god Wiccans. Come on, man, right in your face, right? The goddess and the horn god, Wiccan god, supreme deities. The triple goddess in Egypt. Okay, even they got it. Kali is one of them. Kali is a Hindu god, California, right? Fornication. Look at all the questions come up when you type in triple moon goddess. A lot of questions come up, pun intended. Also spelled a lot too, a lilot. Right? They put the I in the middle with an L to put the Lilith on it. They put the Lilith. You know, this is Lilith. They gave you a hint, right? A lot. God is a war, peace, combat, and prosperity. Like, make it make sense. You going everywhere. How you about war and peace, right? The crescent. So when you see the crescent moon of, you know, the Islamic symbol, this is where it's tracing back to that moon, that crescent moon, not the full moon. Look at Latan, inscriptions as Lot and Latan, El, Satan, like Satan, Latan, El. You know who El is? The Greek goddess, Greco-Roman. So, I mean, you see where people say it come from, right? This is not my idea. I'm not making this. You dig? This is what the world is saying. You just got to press the right code and you get the right answer. Okay? They just took the T off, right? Feminine form of Allah. Bam. Look at that right there. I didn't make that up. It's been at this point now, everything I basically touched on is stamped. And I didn't stamp it or come up with the thesis or the theology behind it, the theory behind it. I'm just doing the research on it, and this is where it brings you. This is where you end up along the way to the where do these things come from, what the hell is going on. The story of Hansel and Gretel, he left the breadcrumbs so we could figure out what's going on. Okay, you got a lot of lunar deity, crescent. You see that crescent, mythical. Okay. Deity in the Meccan pantheon. So they had a pantheon, redefining Dionysus, Diana, Hubal done came up. A lot was the mother of Hubal. Manat, like Ma'at. Okay, so we pretty much stamping it now, right? I remember in class they used to say, "Show your work. Show your work. How you get to that answer?" Well, here you go. I just picked up the breadcrumbs people left behind. Shout out Crumb TV. Y'all go subscribe to Crumb TV. Right? Right? You got the usual suspects. Hubal, Manat, Uza. Right? Like Isa, Usa, Isa. Feminine. Alright. So you see it was 360 of them. 360 of them. Persian Gulf, Iranian religions, okay? It's a statue of the pre-Islamic Arabian deity, Isa, Lil Uzi, right? The Uzi-A. Okay, what else stand out? He who or she who, right? He who or she who. Okay, see how it go both ways. Okay. Okay. Nomadic beliefs, right? Okay, ancestor spirits. Okay, this word's jumping out. They talking genius. Okay, we got etymology. Here we go. Etymologically speaking, ghouls is gala, like Allah with a G on it. Ghouls. Growl or cowl, right? That owl, that ool, O-U-L, O-W-L, right? Owl, ool. All right, so you see it was a polytheistic pantheon. They put the I in between the L and bring out that Lilith, right? All right, let's go. Dang, you see L, similar, right? You got Jehovah up underneath it. The call, the shaker, the wad, Wakanda. Lunar deities, right? L, lunar deities. Wow. English L, Hebrew, Arabic. King of the gods in all three religions. King of the gods in all three religions. Right? And look who the symbol is, the bull. I'm going to show y'all about this bull. Right? And that's a male cow. That's not the female cow. That's not Ella. That's not the heifer. That's the bull. Right? You ever know what the bull staff was back in ancient Egypt? It was a bull appendix. That was the staff. Was a bull hook. It was made out of specific deities. El, but look, A-L, all. Allah is Allah. A-L can be substituted as E-L. Right? So all of this creep back into the triple moon goddess. Mind you, it's a goddess right there in your face. Like, this is Wikipedia. You can't say it's a valuable source. I get it, but I like to just scratch and sniff. It's a Alat or Alat. So they changed the A for E. Etymology. It said goddess, triple goddess. Notice some of the jewelry right here. Right? Triple moon goddess. Not no sun, not the boy. Oh, look at the tree in the middle of that one on the right. I told y'all that was the mark of Cain. Right? That's why the pagans work with the wood, Hollywood, birch wood, church wood. Magic wands was made out of wood. Right, they got all kind of dream catchers. Look at the 666 one right here. You see the 3 6s. If you look at this, the one on top is the 6, blatant 6. If you don't see it, it's hidden, right? So the triple moon goddess is the 666, the mark of the beast. Look at Kali, 6 arms on each side, right? You see it broken down right here. It's like polygamy. Three moons, 3 sisters, 1 bull, and the pentagram is the kind of magic of SFX, if you know what I'm trying to say. SFX magic. I ain't trying to say, get a strike, but yeah, triple goddess, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, like and subscribe. I'm out.